Welcome everyone. This is episode 3 of the Shadow Work series. So, today we are going to learn about identifying the patterns. Tell me something. Have you faced certain scenarios or situations in life wherein you feel that this is the same lesson or the same teaching or the same situation has occurred to me when few years later or few months back I had gone through the same thing, but yet it comes up to us again. So we have learned it, learned the lesson we needed to. We feel that why me again? Why things doesn't work out the way I want, right? So these are few questions. So I'll tell you what is it exactly. So the universe tries to teach us the life lessons in depth or in detail. There are layers of understanding which we need to have to completely understand the lessons the life wants to teach us. So this is the way of the universe supporting us to grow within our current situation and circumstances, so we can elevate ourselves. This is not a way, to be being perfect. It is a way, and this is not the reason, that to identify pattern situations is not a way of you to be perfect. You do this because you want to grow yourself, elevate yourself from the pain, the grief, or the hurt, whichever is bothering you. Maybe you feel that you've understood intellectually that you know things about it and it's all sorted, but it's not, because there are certain layers to it, right? So I can give you an example to understand this better. Okay, so say suppose a person, it's just a random example. Maybe as a person you had experienced certain trauma or a certain toxic environment which you allowed yourself. No one can allow you to be in the toxicity unless you yourself allow your own self to be in that situation. So you had chosen a toxic path for yourself. You had gotten some trauma out of it, or certain past experiences which maybe you're still processing, working on it, but it's bad, so you won't go to it. But maybe a certain situation happens now, maybe after quite some time, and you face the same situation again. So now what's the next step? What do you need to do? Though you feel that you've taken the right decision, things worked out earlier, why this is happening again? Because there are certain layers to it. The toxicity you had faced, you're still processing, but there are things you need to understand. You need to meditate on what's going inside you, what's the lessons you need to learn. Probe yourself, question yourself. The best way to learn or identify patterns or being aware is to question yourself. That's the only way out. Right? I told you in the previous sessions, in the first 2 episodes, working with emotions and the light and shadow work series, right? Journal. So you can journal the patterns. What happened, the certain situation or the trauma you might have faced earlier. It happened. What lesson you learned from the previous past experience? Which really shook you, or maybe something you had never imagined which happened. It does happen to every single person. You're not the only one, right? Even I have faced certain things like that, but no one came up to me to tell that these are the patterns, these are the things, uh, the toxicity you need to understand, you need to get rid of. But see, I'm here to guide you, give you a sense of understanding of what's going on with you. You're not going insane, nothing's wrong with you. It's just a way, we are made, we are emotional beings. We have emotions. We face certain things or circumstances in our life which really shooks us. Maybe even we don't know that what's going on sometimes, why we feel that way. But it's due to certain patterns, the layers. You need to understand the layers, question yourself more, probe yourself. Yeah. So that's all about the third series, the third episode, not third series, sorry, the third episode on the shadow work. We'll meet next time with the fourth episode to talk about certain different topic, and I'll give you an understanding of what shadow work includes and what are the things you can do to work with it. Thank you so much.